I can attest, after graduating from Harvard Business School, leading business teams at Google and Johnson & Johnson, there is literally nothing like building a business from scratch. It's a completely different ballgame. It starts with the business plan. So now we're gonna talk about the 10 steps to creating an awesome business plan. And the first is creating a business overview. Now, let's talk about if that plan is going to be for that investor or for someone that you're looking to bring on board as talent. They may not actually read through your whole business plan. So that first page is critical to grabbing their attention, getting them interested so they will actually read the rest. This is going to be your basic information like the name of the company, the location, if you already have a team, who's on that team, the vision for the company. But also something I like to add on my business overview is why this business exists. So I think a lot of times people focus on the what you do. So in my example, we make beautiful, sustainable, and curated party boxes, which is great, yeah, of course. But the why is really why people buy into the Party Dash vision. And it's really to help the struggling millennial parent plan parties easily, without the stress. We're helping people create awesome memories. The why is so important in getting everyone energized onto your vision. Step 2 in creating your business plan is to identify your customers. Look, you cannot be everything to everyone. It just doesn't work. Listen, you have to niche down to blow up. This is the reality, especially early on. You know, your team is usually very lean. You already have a million things going on. So stretching yourself thinner than you have to is going to set you up for failure. So I'll give you an example. With Party Dash, you know, my vision is for us to be the go-to party supply brand globally. That is my vision. That is what I would love to do someday. But I can't do that out the gate. That's bonkers, right? So I had to think, am I going to focus on the woman who's getting married, so bachelorette parties? Am I going to focus on holidays? Like, I could go in a lot of different directions, but we took a look at the market research and decided the person who had the biggest pain point and was willing to spend the most were those busy moms. Is really what it boils down to. So that is our focus right now, is that busy millennial mom. So who is your ideal customer? Whoever they are, niche down, and niche down again. I promise you that's going to be important to your success. Now, when you've identified that customer, I want you to do a couple things. I want you to break down both the demographics and the psychographics of that customer. Demographics are your basic information like their age, gender, where do they live. Their psychographics is going to be more about their attitudes, their beliefs, value system. So what magazines do they read? Do they go to church on Sunday? Do they have 2 kids, 5 kids, 0 kids? You know, like understanding who they truly are is going to be really important to you. 2 additional things that'll be helpful for you in this category is really understanding how big is this customer base and where you can find them. Now that second one is going to help you later on in the marketing box. Step 3, explain your products and services. Remember we said you need a niche down to blow up when it comes to your customer base? Same thing applies to your product assortment. You may have 15 or so products that you just are dying to launch, and that's awesome. But what I'll tell you is if you choose just a few products that are like the best, and better than anyone else's products in a category, you get known for something, and then you can expand your catalog. And see, that's great because you already have a product roadmap in place. But you set yourself up for success by identifying just a few hero products you want to go to market with. Once you've identified your hero products, I want you to focus on not what the product is, but the results the product offers. See, think about it as a customer. If I'm selling you party boxes, are you buying the fact that it's pretty designs on the plates, or are you buying the convenience and the happy memories? Probably the convenience of having awesome products, right? So the results of being able to shave 10 hours in a party planning process is a huge incentive for parents to buy a Party Dash product versus trying to assemble everything themselves. So when you are thinking about your products in this category, focus on the results. All right, guys, if you learned anything so far, make sure to smash that like button and let me know that you're enjoying this video and getting some value. Step 4, decide your company's messaging and positioning. Now, we know who our customer is, We know how our products differentiate and which ones we want to bring to market. Now we need to figure out how to tell people how awesome we are. And in the messaging, you should really be trying to think about how you differentiate from the products on the market today. Are you cheaper? Are you more elevated, convenient, or are you somewhere in between? Figure out your core value proposition to that customer and really lean into that. You gotta remember, people don't buy the products for what it is, they buy the products for the results you can deliver. In your messaging, it should be clear why the customer should choose you over any other options in the market. All right, on to step number 5. Create a sales and marketing strategy. So this is my first love. This is what my degree is in. I led marketing at Google. I love, love, love marketing. And you know why? Sales and marketing is critical to your business because if you don't have sales, you don't have a business, you have a hobby. So when we're thinking about a sales and marketing plan, you really need to think about it as a funnel. One is like, how do you get people to know about your brand, drive up the brand awareness? Then how do you nurture those leads and drive people down the funnel and ultimately convert them into paying customers who are loyal and come back to you over and over again? So if you want me to create a marketing strategy deep dive video, I'm happy to do so, but just leave me a comment in the section below so I know that it'd be helpful. Like I said, marketing is my first love. Step number 6, conduct market analysis. Do not let that jargon scare you. All it means is understanding your market. Some information that you'll want to include in the market analysis section is things like trends. Is the market growing? Is it declining? Is it stable? Is it demand for your specific product increasing, decreasing? What do customers expect to pay for products in this category? After you've done your market analysis, a couple of things will become clear. One, you might think, this actually isn't the market for me. Maybe it's just not big enough for it to be interesting, or maybe it's on the decline and I don't want to enter a market that's shrinking. Or you might see that the trend is that this market is booming and you're entering at a really early stage and it will energize you, your team, and your investors. This step is going to be really important, especially for those who plan to raise capital, whether through investors or through taking out loans. Because before someone gives you money, they want to know that you've done your research and you really understand your market. So case in point with Party Dash, the party supply and decoration industry is $10 billion, growing at 2% annually, which may sound like a small number, but when you put that on a $10 billion number, it's actually quite massive. The kids category makes up 25% of that market, and those parents are most willing to pay for convenience. See, that makes me sound way more credible than me saying, I want to make party boxes. And I want you to take time to do that research on your market. You can do so by looking up market research reports. So you might be wondering, how do I conduct market analysis? You know, we're really blessed to be in a time where information is really at our fingertips. You can read books, magazines, publications, journals that are specific to your market and industry. You can sometimes watch YouTube videos like this. There's so much information available to you. Make sure to dig into it, to journal all the key points and data points, and memorize it so you can speak with authority and credibility. Step 7, do a competitive analysis. This is super easy. Open up a spreadsheet, write down 5 to 10 competitors in your space. Give us a quick summary about them. Tell us the strengths, the weaknesses, and the most important column, why you are better or different than the competitors on the market today. Step 8, determine your business model and conduct a financial projection. Please don't get scared because you hear numbers. This is really important. What do we say? If you're not making money, it's a hobby, it's not a business. Don't worry. When I say a business model, I'm simply saying, how do you make money? Is it through memberships, subscriptions, one-time purchase, annual purchase? How are customers giving you money in exchange for a product or service? And step 9, what are your goals and objectives? So I want you to think about, what are your monthly goals? What is your first, third, and fifth year goals? I want you to think about them in terms of revenue, your goals in terms of profit, number of customers you would have acquired, you would retain, and how many products you plan to launch. Now, a lot of this is just vision, coming up with a dream on what your company can be. Step 10 in creating your business plan, share your team. Now, I know a lot of you might be solopreneurs. That's definitely how I started. But at some point, you're going to want to grow your team. And the three major buckets in which you probably want to invest in first is sales and marketing, operations, and finance. Now, you might want to start off with freelancers. That's what I did in sales and marketing and also my operations. So sales and marketing, I found a marketing agency to help us with our digital ads. With operations, because we were a party supply company, we actually hired a supply chain manager from Upwork. And in finance, we hired a service provider called Bench to take care of our bookkeeping on a monthly basis. And once a month, we would hop on a call and just see how things are going and progressing. So if you're a solopreneur and you want to do everything yourself upfront, totally understand. But at some time, you want to grow and get bigger and build out your actual team. So oftentimes people are creating business plans from scratch, or they're hiring someone to do it for them, or they're hiring a service to download the template. Well, because you've stayed this far into this video, I know you're serious about this. So I've created a business plan template for you for free. I'm just saying, you're winning right now. So you simply need to go to tabithasolomon.com. The link is going to be in the description box. And you can download this free business plan template. And you know what's also awesome? I've created this video to be a guide to be accompanying this template. So when you go to fill it out, come back, watch this video, and it'll be like having your own personal business coach walking you through each step as you're filling it out. Okay, have you learned at least one new thing by watching this video? I need you to leave a comment below. I want to hear what you learned. I hang out in the comments. I also need you to smash that like button, smash that subscribe button. Here's to you achieving your wildest business dreams.